Hey watch lovers, Brad from Brent L. Miller, and today I have three of the, I guess we'll just call them the Black Turtles. So we have the SLA033, we have the SPB151, and we have the new released SLA051. So I figured we get these all on video, kind of go over some differences and some similarities between the two or three, and let's get out of the way that I'm a fan of Seiko. However, I am certainly not an expert. I know there are a lot of you guys out there that know a whole heck of a lot more about these watches than I do. So if I miss something, by all means, put it in the comments or put, give me, let me know what I missed as far as going through these three. But I'm going to do my best to try to point out some similarities and differences. So let's start here with the SLA limited edition 033. This is the recreation of the 1970s diver, limited edition. Let's see, size wise here, we got 44.7 straight across the case, 44.7 millimeters. We have 42 millimeters across the bezel, 13.2 millimeters thick, 48.6 from lug tip to lug tip. I measured right around 19 millimeters on the lug width here on this rubber strap, silicone strap. Using the 8L35 movement, 50-hour power reserve on the 8L35. So real quick, there's the SLA033. All right, moving on. We have the SPB151. Obviously not a limited edition. I believe this one was released last summer, if I'm not mistaken. Again, very similar in design. Case size here, 42.3, so a little bit smaller across. 40.2 across the bezel, so again a little smaller across the bezel. 13.9 thick, so slightly thicker than your SLA033. 46 from lug tip to lug tip, so a little bit shorter lug. And then we had a 20 millimeter lug width here. I think it was like 20.1 maybe, but we're gonna say 20 millimeters using the 6R35 movement. And then last we have, and again we'll go over similarities and differences here. I just want to show all three. This is the new one, the SLA051, 43.8, so a little bigger than the 151, a little smaller than the 033 across the case. Bezel was 40.7, again, in the middle of the two, 40.7 millimeters. 13.5, again, dead smack in the middle. 49 lug tip to lug tip, so that's where this one was larger, slightly larger than the SLA33. And definitely a little bit larger than the 151. So a little bit longer on the lug to lug, 20 millimeter lug width, and we got the 8L35 back in this movement. So let's take a look. In my opinion, this is obviously, not obviously, in my opinion, this is more similar to the SLA033 than the 151. And I say that because, we have a polished bezel on the 51, polished bezel here on the 033. The 033 limited edition also has Zeratu polishing on the upper surface here of this polished rim here on the stainless steel on the bezel. So there is some Zeratu polishing on this. Not going to find on this to my knowledge. So overall, though, I feel like these are a little bit closer in size. Well, they are a little bit closer in size by my numbers. I feel like the hands are more similar on these. Obviously, the dials, you have a kind of more of a gray texture dial on this one compared to like a matte black on the 033. The dial on this is going to be more close to the 151. The other noticeable difference to me is the crown position. So the crown position here is a little bit past the 4, almost, a little bit past the 4, where it's the same kind of position on this. The other difference, I don't know if I can get this, guys, is the lume on the indices is very similar in color on these two models. This one, obviously, you have your date window in black here at the 430 position compared to the 3. The date window on this is not white. It's almost got like a silver to it, so it's not a stark white dial. So, again, I do think these two are more similar than the 151. When you pull the 151 up against the 033, you do have your date window. Your date window is more of a white here, but you do have the same 3 o'clock date window position. You have a, non-polished, I don't know, I call that brushed, I guess, bezel. So the bezel is obviously, but the dials I think are more similar as far as the kind of matte black dial. The handset on the 151 also, to me, the hands look thicker. as well as, you know, even the seconds hand looks a little bit longer, or not longer, but thicker to me at the tip of the seconds hand. Trying to go over, again here, if you look at the crown sits kind of above the 4 here, and also is larger in my opinion. The top part of this here sticking out, especially when compared to the new one. It definitely does not. When I was measuring the case, I didn't have a problem getting my calipers on this one, compared to fitting it in there was a little bit more difficult because of where the crown protector starts. It's just a little bit thicker. I'm sure I've missed something. The bracelet, obviously you get a little bit of polished links here on this bracelet. I have tape on it, but if you can see in here, I don't think I missed anything, but I am sure there is something you guys are going to help me point out. Again, overall, all 3 of them really nice. This video is going a little bit longer than I wanted it to. Real quick, we'll take a listen to the bezel action. We'll start with the 033. Very smooth, not a lot of noise coming at it, but very smooth. Not much play, just a little bit of play, but to me it lines up pretty good. The 151, a little bit louder. Not quite as smooth, but still pretty good. A little bit of back play, but again, alignment looks pretty good to me. I didn't mind the bezel on the 151, gang. A little bit smoother on the 033, but it felt pretty good on that, and it was definitely a little bit louder. And on the 051 here, what do we got? Again, pretty good. All 3 definitely have a little bit different feel to them. Can't say that I like one more than the other. I kind of like the 151 or the 051 here, maybe a little bit more than the 033, just my personal preference. But all 3 really nice. Guys, if I missed anything, please let me know. If there's anything else I can do for you, you know, if there's a watch you want to see, a video or comparison, you can email me, brad@brentlmiller.com. Thanks for watching the video, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.